How's everybody doing? My name's Mike, and we got Mr. Maverick hanging out in his crate with us. And you can hear my dog, he's eating right now. So he's got water in his food bowl and food in there. So that's what you're hearing. So what we're getting ready to do is we're talking about feeding with Maverick. So Maverick's been showing some dominance outside. So one of the big things we do is we teach the dog how to take food from us calmly, and the dog needs to learn that we're giving the food to him. You don't want to do things with a lot of energy. Sometimes people will go and they'll put the food in the crate and then they'll tell the dog to go, but they'll use a lot of energy. They'll be like, okay, and they'll let the dog like jump in and out of the crate to the food bowl. We want to discourage all those things. So everything this dog does in his life pertains to his dominance outside. If he takes the food with dominance, then he's going to go ahead and bark at dogs with dominance outside. If we teach him to stay calm and listen to me before he takes the food, then he's more likely to stay calm and listen to us outside as well. So what I'm trying to get at is everything that we do in this dog's life, we're sending a message to him. And a lot of what was happening when he first came to me is there was just a lot of dominance. When I would open this door, he would try to run out. I couldn't do this and he should have kind of known this already, but these are the small nuances that are gonna make the dog calmer outside for the owners, is when we tighten up all these little things that were kind of loosened up on before. If the dog's rushing in and out of its crate, then he's not stopping, waiting for your direction, and he's using dominance going in and out of the crate. Now he's practicing dominance, which now he's got more likely to be dominant in the rest of his life. So the vice versa is true. If we get the dog to practice being calm, then we're more likely to have a calm dog throughout his life. So we're gonna go ahead and feed him because he's doing a really good job. So I walk up to the crate, sit. Even though he's sitting, we don't say stay, we just remind him of the command we want. So sit, I let him smell the food, I put the food down. He knows he's gotta wait for me. And he really wants the water first, that's what he likes. And he has to wait, sit. He has to wait, okay. And I give him the okay, and I physically touch the bowl. That's very important that the dog waits until I physically touch the bowl, because that means I am the dominant one. Just because I put the food down does not mean he can just go and take the food. Now, even the way he kind of stands there, he's pretty dominant when he does things, and that's okay. He's a dog that's still intact. He still has his testicles, so he's gonna be dominant sometime, and while he's eating his own food, he's okay to just be in his crate and eat, as long as they're not growling or barking or doing anything weird like that. There's no need to discourage them, but that's the proper way to get the dog to take food in their crate and water. You want to provide these things for them so that they understand that it's coming from you, that you own that food, that water. And that way the dog, it doesn't just have it available all throughout the day and it's like no one owns it, and then they can actually start resource guarding that food, that water, because no one owns it. It's on the floor all the time. So you want to start giving the food, the water to your dog while they're in the crate, and you want to make sure that they're not practicing dominance when you put the food down or the water down. They sit politely, wait, and then you give them a release command like okay, and you touch the bowl, the water, the food, and then they can go ahead and touch it. And as you notice, when I touched it, he waited until I touched the second bowl to go for the item.